You ever heard a fire truck going by a house that has dogs and the dogs start howling? Oh, it's like that. It hurts your ears.
What up, guys? Welcome to my reaction series. So today we are going to be reacting to Jesse Lee Peterson talking to a liberal comedian who I guess can't take a joke. Let's watch.
I got to ask you about women.
Uh-huh.
Have you noticed that women are easily offended?
That women are easily offended?
Yeah.
I've noticed. Women will be offended and just ruin your life casually. And they'll laugh about it. They'll be such terrible people with no remorse.
That's a pretty blanket statement. What offended about what?
Everything.
I mean, I'm a comedian. This is what I do
He said everything
for a living. So the women that I'm around, no, their middle name is rejection. Like they're tough as nails.
But other than the comedians that you know, have you noticed overall women they're easily offended?
No.
Do you think that women are like that? Most women are?
No.
Really?
No,
so then why do you need all these laws to protect women? You can't say this about them. You can't do this. You can't touch them. You can't open the door. You can't say your hair is nice. They got all. You can't say, oh, you're having a nice dress today.
Oh,
if they are not easily offended, why do they need so many laws? Men don't need all those laws.
Okay, we're gonna go here. Men don't. So we're coming out of a time in a movement, the Me Too movement, which I guess is what you're.
Well, I wasn't.
He just does a thumbs down.
Thinking of that, I was just thinking all these laws that these women have to protect themselves against any kind of word or anything when they're supposed to. And then on one hand, they say, oh, we're so strong. We're so strong. But then they have all these laws.
No, it's absolutely true. Women cannot take being made fun of on the internet. I mean, you guys see, I make fun of people all the time. They make fun of me. But what I don't understand is women come on the internet and they can't take being made fun of. It just is what it is.
To protect you from the women. You can't say anything about it. You can't say, oh, you fat today or you know. And
Wait,
it would be like,
is that something you often do? You just
that word,
let a woman know she's fat today?
Me. Why, if they so strong or not easily offended, why do they need so many laws?
I don't think that you're asking about women being offended in terms of. I don't think there are.
Yeah, they're easily.
There's laws against touching women, which there should be.
After a while, you're not going to be able to shake.
That's not true. These women have ruined my life. Not actually, but I mean, I've gone through a lot of bullshit because of women being offended.
Hands, I did. Oh, he touched my hand.
No. There's no law against.
He touched my hand, he held it like a man can. He held it sexually.
There are laws that have been set in place for legit reasons.
No, but I'm saying, why are they so easily offended, though?
Why?
But you do agree that they are, right?
I don't. No, I
said
you
don't
I don't
agree?
I don't agree that women are easily offended.
Why do they need so many laws then?
I'm not sure what laws we're talking about.
All of them.
What? Name one law.
As most of you know, I have been fighting on the front lines of the simp epidemic for years, but I need to tell you about a quiet weapon being ratcheted up against men that is rarely talked about. It's not just the relentless anti-masculinity propaganda and OnlyFans hoes causing the societal issues that we discuss on this show. Did you know that the average city's tap water contains trace pharmaceuticals and endocrine disruptors? This often includes estrogen from birth control. The average adult consumes a credit card worth of plastic every single week. That's 5 grams of plastic a week on average. So it's no wonder that the average male's testosterone is half of what the average was 50 years ago. Testosterone levels decline 1% a year, and without a course correction, we are headed towards extinction. No matter how based you are, you need to be naturally boosting your testosterone. My friends at Chalk, CHOQ.com, are on a mission to save mankind from extinction by boosting your vitality. Chalk's Male Vitality Stack contains premium and potent herbs clinically studied to naturally boost your testosterone levels, sperm count, and overall vitality. Just one of the many ingredients in the Male Vitality Stack was studied in double-blind human clinical trials to boost total testosterone 20% in 90 days. When you boost your testosterone, you'll have more mental clarity, you're more capable of making decisions and taking risks. Having high testosterone will also affect your pheromones, so women will find you more attractive subconsciously. Get the Chalk Male Vitality Stack right now on chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. Use my name Pearl as your coupon code and you'll get 25% off site-wide on chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. My name Pearl is the discount code.
He spoke to me in the wrong way.
That's not a law.
He was verbally.
I need a fact check. What law is he spoke to me in the wrong way?
He was verbally abusive.
Verbally abusive. If a man is in a position of power and is speaking to a woman and is verbally offensive, yeah.
But have you heard the way women talk to men?
But that's not just man. I was just going to say that.
Women
There
got
is no
some of the
law for how a
nastiest
man can
mouths.
talk to a woman. It goes both ways.
So should men have women put in jail by crying, "Oh, she was verbally abusive"?
No man has ever gone to jail for being verbally abusive
But whatever
in
they
the
do to
history of
them.
the United States.
Yeah, but they've gotten their kids taken away for verbal abuse.
I know, but whatever they do to the men, should that men start reversing that on the women?
100%.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
I actually agree, because the only way to combat inequality, or the only way to combat feminism, is more feminism. You got to give women the freedom they asked for.
When I was growing up, women were stronger than they are today.
Women were stronger then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because they didn't need
Interesting.
laws to protect them. They protect themselves. They're like, don't touch me. Oh, hell no, I ain't putting up with that. You know, they spoke up.
Wow.
And that's what men like. And they didn't need all these laws to protect them.
Yeah, I don't know if I that might be like your personal experience of
I
what.
mean, I've seen it all over.
Yeah,
But women used to be stronger.
women used to be stronger. I think even like statistically, I think right now, like even like in the polls, like they would say that women right now are stronger than they've ever been in this country. They have a stronger voice than they've ever had.
But only because they got laws to shut everybody else up.
There are no laws to shut them.
No, that's true. It's true. Because I get demonetized, I get kicked off of platforms, but these other people don't.
Up.
Yeah.
There is no law against that. I think what you're confusing it with is the fact that women are speaking up, that you're hearing women, and so you think that laws
God
are being
help
Lord.
us. God help us. We've heard enough. We have heard enough of the nagging.
but they're not laws.
I'm hearing them all right.
Well, maybe it's time they're heard.
You know what they sound like?
What do they sound like?
You ever heard a fire truck going by a house that has dogs? And the dogs start howling. Oh! It's like that. It hurts your ears. You know what I mean?
Cool.
I got to ask you about abortion. You support abortion or you're anti-abortion?
I support abortion.
Really?
I do.
Would you ever have an abortion?
That's a very personal question.
Meaning what?
I mean, she's had one. Because for me, if you haven't had one, you would say, well, I wouldn't have one, but for other people, I understand if you're pro-life or pro-choice. If you've never had one and never want to have one, you just say, I'd never have one. It's too easy to not get pregnant, ladies. We should not have aborted a third of Gen Z. It's kind of embarrassing.
Meaning I don't feel comfortable answering that.
Alabama just passed a law to protect the innocent children from being killed inside the womb.
Innocent children?
Yeah,
Or a
the
fetus.
child inside the womb,
A child or a fetus?
a baby in the womb. Are you okay with Alabama doing that, or are you against that law?
I'm against that law.
What gives the women the right? What kind of a woman would want to kill a man's baby in her womb? What would make her want to kill the child of this man's child in her womb? What kind of woman would do something like that? What happened to her heart that you want to kill an innocent child inside her own womb.
What
And then
kind
call it
of-
something else. Fetus to make it sound like it's not a real baby. What type of woman is that?
What type of woman is that? That's a really great question. I think the type of woman,
A whore. Heartless whore.
is a 15-year-old.
Oh my gosh. We aborted a third of Gen Z. The cat's out of the bag. Can we stop pretending this is all women getting raped? Can we just end this pretending?
Who is raped by a man and doesn't want to have the baby.
Is that a justifiable reason to kill it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not? It's bad enough being raped, right?
Uh-huh.
And so the guilt from rape is horrible.
Uh-huh.
So if you kill the child in your womb, that's adding to the deal rather than having the baby and putting it up for adoption if you don't want to keep it. Why kill it?
Because it hasn't come to term. It's not even considered.
Because biologically, we don't want to pass on genetics that are not superior. I mean, that's the reasoning why women do it. It's completely wrong and irresponsible, but that's why.
I know, but whenever people want to do wrong, they rename it, or they don't want to face reality of what it is because they want to do wrong. Like these women who want to kill the children in the womb, they call it everything but a baby because they don't want to face the reality they're about to kill a child. What happened to their mind that made them do something like that?
I think I just explained that question.
Should a man find out before he marry a woman if she's into this abortion thing?
Yeah, I think a man should find out everything
And
about a
so-
woman before he
And
marries her.
if she is into it, should he marry her?
I think that you should ask him that.
What would you recommend? Would you want to marry a man to marry you that is against abortion, and then you get pregnant and kill his child? Would
I
you
would
say-
never marry somebody without finding out details
Right
of,
on.
of, of how somebody
That's right.
feels or operates on life.
I heard someone else say this, and so I picked it up. That abortion is worse than slavery.
You
Do you
picked that
agree?
up as something you wanted to state, or you picked it up as something that you agree
I saw a
with?
young girl.
Well, abortion, if you believe it's people or it's babies, a third of Gen Z is dead. So I'd put it's pretty up there.
In North Carolina. She was testifying before the city council or someone there, and they were trying to pass an abortion bill. And the young little girl said, "Abortion." White girl, she said, "Abortion is worse than slavery." And I'm like, "Wow, that makes sense. It really is because the women, you know how they say the slave master felt like he owned the slaves so he can do whatever he wants to them. Likewise, women, for some reason, they think that they own the child body, own the child and the body of the child in their body, so they have the right to kill it or do whatever they want. And so, isn't that worse than slavery? Because even the child can't fight back. They can't run up north. They can't run to the woods. You know what I mean? So, isn't abortion worse than slavery?
And now she's getting offended. You see, she's kind of proven his point.
I don't agree with that statement.
Why not?
I don't see the parallels. I guess we don't see eye to eye, and we don't agree on what a fetus is.
But do you see the correlation where, like, these women who are killing the
Do you
children?
eat eggs?
I'm sorry?
Do you eat eggs?
I haven't in a while, only because they say it's not good for you. But
They say it's not good for. Really? I heard eggs are good for you. I say this because I make myself eat eggs sometimes. I don't really like them.
I used to eat them all the time for breakfast.
Would you
Overeasy.
consider an egg a chicken?
No,
Why?
because it's an egg still. It's not attached to the thing.
What?
But
Sorry, what?
we're talking about human beings. I'll kill a chicken in a minute.
But is a human
Matter of
being
fact,
is
when
a
I was
human being an
growing up-
animal? Is a
Matter
human
of
being
fact-
an animal?
No.
Oh. Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
So human beings aren't animals.
No.
Well, I mean that's not debatable. That's science.
No, they're
Humans
not
are
animals.
humans are animals.
Now they act like animals when they fall away from God. I know they act like animals. You're right. Those in that fallen state, but they're not animals when they overcome that fallen state. You gotta agree.
No, I
You
mean,
gotta agree.
there's no debating. I mean, like you learned this in elementary school. Humans are animals.
Oh, you believe that humans are animals?
That's not up for debate or
So
discussion.
you believe that
It's-
humans are animals?
It is.
You believe that?
100%.
You should go back and beat that teacher
Which one?
that lied to you about that.
Oh my gosh.
I went to the #1 public school in the country.
No, they lied
I doubt it.
to you.
Okay.
They do act like animals in a fallen state. You believe human beings are in a fallen state?
You're taking
I
this
like how she's getting more offended as the interview goes on.
to a spiritual conversation, but just on a scientifical, what is platform? Humans
No,
are animals.
humans are not animals. Unlike animals, humans are created in the image of God, so they're not animals. They do all kinds of crazy things like animals, but they're not really animals. So I do understand that. I gotta ask though. So you didn't tell me what kind of mindset that a woman would have to kill the man's.
Crazy one. All right, guys. I think that's enough from Jesse, but it's kind of funny because he started the interview to asking her why women get offended. You could just see her face throughout the whole thing getting more offended. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like the video. Please subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.